Hey guys, Elizabeth Quinn here again with Elizabeth's Scenes and Scents. Welcome back to my channel. Please don't forget to check out my website, which is waftingwonderfulwax.scentsy.us, where I am Liz Quinn, your star Scentsy consultant. So today what I have for you is a really wonderful first haul from the Spring Summer Catalog 2025. I have 3 brand new warmers that were not in the sneak peek kit that we could get as consultants. I've got wax, I've got the new laundry line, all the things, but I have a really interesting little bulletin. Some of my friends in the wax world sent me a nice little message through Instagram that there is a really strange thing going on in the Scentsy Club section on our on the website today. I do not understand this. I have never heard of this before, but if you have a Scentsy Club or you want to start a Scentsy Club and you go into the area where there is a general category for wax bars, you scroll down through all the normal things that are listed there that would be in the catalog or would be current LTOs, and today is Saturday, March the 8th. For whatever bizarre reason, there are some random retired bars, and they're not in clearance on the regular website. They're in the club section to add to club. So I wanted to go over those with you, and I have no idea how long this will be a thing. I don't know if it's a fluke. I have no idea what's going on here. But this is March the 8th of 2025. So all of these bars that I have, some of them were already in my club, but Sea Breeze is available to add to club. Black Tie Affair, which was one of the Father's Day collection bars last year and is so good, is available. The Open Air Exploring and the Day on the Field, which were part of the Father's Day collection last year, all of them are currently, as of this date, available to throw in your Scentsy Club or do like a random shipment. And beyond this, the Harry Potter collection from last year that was all about bakery. So there was a lemon one, there was a spice cake type one, and a couple others. Those are also on there. And there is one called Calming Woods. And the most important one for me personally, there is a random bar of cranberry and tinsel. If you have wanted that back, we have not had that in our Scents of the Season in, I would say, 7 or 8 years at least here in our region, Region 1. Over in Region 2, I think you guys get it in the catalog every Christmas. I love that bar. It has really heavy cranberry, a very antique sort of fir boughs, and they call it cranberry and tinsel. It is an old-fashioned, almost Victorian type Christmas scent. I have missed it like crazy. It was one of my Scentsy heartbreaks. I just went and threw that in club, and I actually made a bi-monthly club that I pushed to the end of March with a few bars of this kind of thing in it, of whatever I didn't already club. So I have no idea how long that is going to be a situation. There are a couple other bars that I'm not sure whether those are current or not. I think there are some retired licensed bars. Go in there and either do a one-time shipment if you just want some of those random bars, or add them to your club or one of your clubs, because that is such a strange and exciting little anomaly. Thank you to my friend who was willing to give me a heads up through Instagram, because I would have been so sad to not have that cranberry and tinsel to add. Plus, all of these are seemingly available. I would love to know what Scentsy's story is on that, because that is just nuts. So now let's get into the haul. So I have wax, I've got different products, because I was doing a party closeout, and I have just found for the type of warmers that I like to use a lot of minis in the wall that I still really like their mini cotton cleanups the best. I will buy the large ones because they certainly do change more wax, but these guys meet my needs quite well. So I got a couple of those. And then we have a brand new counter clean, and I wish that we still had dish soap, but we don't. Although at the end of the month, there will be a special cleaning bundle type thing that we'll talk about in a couple weeks that will include a dish soap as an option, and I'm so geeked about that. I don't know yet whether those are available individually or as a bundle. I don't remember from the promo, but we have in bathroom cleaner and in counter clean Berry Sweet as a new cleaning product. So I got this in my party haul. This is really good. I'm going to enjoy this. It's too bad that this doesn't also come in the all-purpose cleaner, because this is a really crystal sugar sweet blueberry and strawberry kind of a scent, and this will be perfect for spring. I'm very, very happy. And then our new laundry line item is going to be the Water Lily and Bergamot, and I got all the parts. So they have updated on the website what your Laundry Love bundle looks like these days. So either you can get 2 of the tubs, and I do not remember the price on that, but that is now a bundle, which is great, because I always thought it was so silly that you couldn't get a couple of those bundled so that then you could get it as a half-off item. But in the other style, you can get one of these. Now it's down to one of these. Used to be two. One, and one. This is one of our Laundry Love bundle style things that you can get now in the bundle and saves. So, I love Water Lily and Bergamot. This is a medium strength. It's not going to be super, super strong on your clothes, but I think it's going to be lovely and perfect for the spring summer season. It's gorgeous. So there is a little bit of a floral, there's that freshness, there's that little bit of sharp cleanness from the bergamot. It's gorgeous. So I think this is going to be a winner. I go through a lot more washer whiffs than anything else, so if I find that I love that in another party closeout, I'll probably do a tub of this, and I need to get some jammy time back into my laundry system rotation. I also have Fluffy Fleece. So I knew I needed some more dryer discs to Fluffy Fleece, so I grabbed those. Unfortunately, they're not part of the bundle and save package anymore, and the prices just keep creeping up. So I know that our laundry is a luxury, and if you do really, really enjoy it, definitely at least use the bundle and save, and or if you want to order a bunch of laundry at once, they're so expensive, you might even want to do a party. So that is always an option. Now, we have the 3 bars that are a part of the garden type collection that we do with Scentsy, the Happiness Blooms with Disney at Epcot. Happiness Blooms collection. So last year's 3 bars are available. Those are beautiful. There's a grapefruit one and a beautiful gardenia one and the hibiscus one. Very, very happy and lovely. But we have a new trio for this year, which is going to be the Honeysuckle Dew, Hydrangea Bouquet, and Serene Succulent. So in my box of wax and other things, we do have those bars. So I want to start with these 3 if I can find them. I've got the 2 here, and lots of happy wax in this box. What's the last one I'm looking for? Serene Succulent and Honeysuckle Dew. And, oh boy, there's the last one. There it is, all the way at the bottom. Hydrangea Bouquet. Okay, and then we'll get into all the rest of the wax. So these are part of this new section of the Happiness Blooms collection, which seems to be quite popular. This is, the 4th year that they've done this with Epcot and Disney. So let's start with Honeysuckle Dew, which is a very cheerful, beautiful yellow. Scentsy says that this is going to be honeysuckle blossoms, jasmine petals, dewy greens, and lemon zest. So that's kind of an interesting combination of smells. Oh, this is really pretty. This reminds me a good bit, and we have somebody turning around in the driveway, and I think they're just turning around and leaving. Yeah, they are. Okay. Being that I have 2 dogs, and because it's such a beautiful day, I have the door, just the screen door is there, and we don't need a barking fest. But thankfully the dogs didn't even know there was anybody there. So, this is really nice. Honeysuckle, jasmine, dewy greens, and lemon zest. This reminds me a good bit of soft plumeria, which I was bewailing the loss of, which was one of the first bars that they put into the retired group of florals, 2 of which ended up in the catalog, the Mint Fields and the Heirloom Rose. But this is nice. So I'll have to do a wax war between this and the soft plumeria, which is definitely a little bit sweeter in the floral, but it's got some similar profile here. Oh, so good. Okay. I really get the jasmine and the honeysuckle the most. And the greens and the lemon zest just give it a little bit of depth, a little bit of grounding. Really nice bar. This is my kind of spring floral. I love this. Gorgeous. Okay, so I always like these Happiness Blooms bars. None of them are ever bad for me. Next one we have is the Hydrangea Bouquet. So this is going to be a showy bouquet of hydrangeas, pink freesia, and a homemade homage to the best of the bunch. So I'm thinking this is going to be an even more powdery floral. Let's see. This is very pretty. This is less fresh. It is more rich and floral. This makes me think of summer more than spring. Very pretty. Kind of soft. Hydrangea and pink freesia. It's going to be kind of powdery. It definitely goes with the color. Like you smell this and you think blue floral. It's really nice. So this one, I don't think, unless it surprises me in the warmer, that this is going to be a super strong boomer. But because of the notes themselves, if you're sensitive to florals, this might bother you a little. But it's not super heady like a white floral. It's rather understated. So that one I'm going to have to warm to figure out what it's really like. And then last but not least, we've got the Serene Succulent. Embrace serenity in an oasis of succulent greens and bright bergamot. So this seems like it's going to be more green and clean. Let's see. Yeah, it's kind of soapy, actually. That's interesting. Maybe it's the bergamot. It's funny how bergamot is one of those scents that can go so many different ways. It can be cologne-y, it can be bright, it can be soapy, it can be earthy. And this is a little bit soapy, so it's definitely got green and not sharp like grass. It's more that toned down succulent type quality of greenery. And the bergamot is a little bit of a soapy, bright scent. So I like this one. I think this will actually melt quite well with the hydrangea bouquet because both of them are sort of understated. I think the succulent one will probably be pretty strong in the warmer. I'm not sure. And I really don't know what this is going to do because it's sort of understated on cold. Yeah, I don't know. So we'll have to see. But I love this honeysuckle dew, and this may go in my club. Oh, so nice. So, do I dislike any of these? No. I don't know if this grouping is quite as successful for me as last year's, which is still available. The others are definitely more bright and a little sassier. So, the hibiscus one, what is that one called? Is so good. Hibiscus Sunset, oh my goodness, is that good. The Glorious Grapefruit is super, super in your face, bright, clean, snappy grapefruit. It's really nice. And the Garden Fresh Gardenia, that might be really pretty with the honeysuckle dew or with the Serene Succulent, but that is a more romantic, genteel greenery with gardenia scent. So all 6 of those, if you haven't tried any of them and you want something for spring, I would order all 6. They are fantastic, and I am looking forward to warming these for sure. So that's all those things. Now let's get into what's in my box of wax here. So I did take a look at the clearance section because those tend to update on the 1st of every month, and we now no longer have any car bars available, but something may pop up randomly in clearance every now and then, and I found that for a little bit they're now sold out. They had the lavender cotton car bars available. My older daughter absolutely loves this scent. It throws very well in your vehicle for days. So I picked up 4 of those to add to my somewhat obsessive car bar collection at this point. I went and I organized a lot of my wax and a lot of my other Scentsy items over the last week or so. I have a lot of car bars. I didn't realize how many of Farm Stand Pumpkin and Cider Mill I chose to stock up on. I probably should have evened that out a little bit with some other scents when they were available, but it is what it is. So I've got lots of Cashmere and Corduroy, lots of Farm Stand Pumpkin, lots of Cider Mill, and a little bit of everybody else. So we'll add the Lavender Cotton for spring, summer for my daughter. Now, there was a bar that was in clearance called Quiet Grove. I do not remember the notes on this, and I think this is also sold out. I know for sure the Lavender Cotton car bar is. But this is just a really nice, peaceful scent. If I remember right, Carrie F., one of my friends that does YouTube videos occasionally now, she's been on YouTube, I think, longer than me. She really, really likes this, and it's probably still in her club. But it's sort of just an understated, clean, calm, bedroom-type scent or something that this time of the year you might want to warm on a nice, cold but sunny day like today. Very, very pretty. If I had to guess, there's probably bergamot in this, and then some sort of an understated wood and a little bit of a very light understated floral something. Real pretty and classy and clean. So if I didn't have so much wax, I would have gotten 4 of this, but it doesn't do me any good, especially after I sorted everything last week. I don't need any more wax. So what do I have in here that came from my catalog order? I got a bar of Very Vanilla, which is one of my absolute favorites. This is the prettiest vanilla. I have cleared out vanillas from my club because I really, really like this even better than Simply Vanilla or Vanilla Cream, although I do still have a stockpile of both of those from keeping them in my club for a while. But this one is sweet. This one is feminine, and it's got that little bit of tonka bean. It's a little bit musky, and I just love it. So, you know, it's an average performing vanilla. It's not a boomer, but it's good. Now, one that is a little bit better performer is Vanilla Amber, and this was new last fall, winter. It's so good. So this has a little bit of a perfumey quality from the amber. It's got a bakery quality from the rum, and then it just has this really pretty, beautiful, smooth, almost buttercreamy vanilla. And this is good as far as throw, medium strong, and on a moody, rainy day in the summertime, I think this would be just right because it just ticks all the different boxes. Now, another one that I got a couple of here, which I love, and this may be quite pretty with the hydrangea bouquet. I want to smell these together. The hydrangea bouquet, it just, if you could think of the most beautiful summer day with the beautiful puffy white clouds and almost like you wanted to go to a northeastern seaside resort, that hydrangea bouquet just, it speaks of that elegant old money summer vacation. But this reminds me of going to Mackinac Island or some of the places up north here in Michigan where you have those antique, wonderful Victorian hotels. Sweet Pea and Freesia. Oh, I just love this. Now, I've had other people smelling all of the testers and things. I had a really, really fun, impromptu Scentsy party with some Bible study ladies last week. That was a hoot. I don't do a lot of in-home parties because most of my business comes literally from the channel, from talking to you guys, and a lot of you become my customers, and I'm so grateful. But doing an in-home party with some new friends, these ladies spread all the testers out. It was like 10 o'clock at night, and most of them were working women, so they were really, really... they were committed to be sniffing wax that late, and they were so excited, and they're passing around all the testers, and none of them liked this. And a good friend of mine, who is sort of the anchor of the Bible study, who does buy from me, she's like, Elizabeth, if you like it, you know I'm going to hate it. So I'm like, yeah, well, then try this one. You'll hate it. Sure enough, she did. And this Sweet Pea and Freesia, oh, it just puts me back in Petoskey, puts me on Mackinac Island. And I love it. It's this sweet, gracious floral that is old lady-ish. Yes, it's old school and sophisticated at the same time. It makes me so happy. So I got 2 bars of that. That was a long explanation for that. And to melt with that, I think I got a bar of lilacs and violets, because this isn't my favorite, but it would go well with the Sweet Pea and Freesia. So this is your truly traditional old school floral. So the Sweet Pea and Freesia is like a millennial... grand millennial reinterpretation of old school. This is old school. This is powdery lilac with violet, and Mackinac Island itself has a lilac festival every spring, and this should be going in the hotel lobby because that is just like the bar. If you are going for the roots of what I would think of as the kind of home fragrance and personal fragrance that as a girl, maybe you went into some sort of a fancy store with your mother, or you went on, I don't know, maybe you went to a historical home. My parents used to do stuff like that with me. I know not everybody grew up that way, but we would go on historical tours and you'd go to the gift shop, and that type of scent, that lilacs and violets, that would be ever present in the cute little sachets and the homemade crocheted crafts and the potpourri and everything. Provence lavender. Now this is new school, not old school when it comes to lavender with Scentsy. And it's really nice. It's just a good lavender. It's not quite as chill as the French lavender that we had for years. This one is a little bit warmer, and it's a little bit more rich. I'm very happy with it. I mean, lavender is lavender to me. It's not the one where I'm going to cry if it's one or the other, as long as it throws well. And that one I think is a better performer than French lavender, and it's definitely a better performer than whipped vanilla lavender. So that one gets my vote. Another bar that I just threw one in of is Starburst Sky. This has been growing on me. The first time that this came out with Scentsy, it was a Valentine's scent, and it was just okay. But it does kind of fit a niche that I don't have a lot of bars of. I was watching another club from a lady who is another wonderful wax YouTuber, April Lee. Good to say hi to you if you're watching today. When I watched your last big club haul, I thought, my gosh, I don't club any bars that are of that scent profile. She had tons of them in this sort of like a sweet, creamy, amber, berries, the wonderful, what's the word I'm looking for? Like you have sugar, you have pink haze. I just haven't valued that scent profile much. And I'm looking at bar after bar after bar in there, and I'm like, darn it, I need to get some stuff like that in my collection, but we don't really even offer anything right now. This is the closest thing. So this is really good, and I melted this with, I think, Spun Violet Sugar, which was an Easter collection bar last year or the year before that I found in a bin, like way in the bottom of I don't even know what, last week, and realized how nice that scent profile is. So sometimes it's just really good. I'm kind of going off on a tangent here because I know this is a haul, but I'm sort of treating it like it's what I've been warming. That watch club videos from people where maybe they're not always the one that you follow the most closely. I really appreciated seeing April's club because it just totally reminded me that there are other things in the world besides spice and bakery. So, broaden your horizons on YouTube and watch as many people as you possibly can if you love wax and this is your hobby and your passion, because you can learn and be reintroduced to things that maybe aren't in your wheelhouse, but they should be. That's where I was going with all that. So let's keep going. Freshwater Sage. This very good bar that I'm looking forward to, kind of like the other Fresh and Clean, that Quiet Grove. This is the type of bar that I would want to melt on a day like today if I was feeling motivated to clean something or I just wanted the house to be very fresh. This is really, really nice. And speaking of other YouTubers, my friend Alexis, boy, she had a funny story about this one. She put, I think, all the cubes in her kitchen and it about choked her out. We really need to be careful with a bar like this not to overload the warmers. It's very strong. But it's so good. So it's got the sage. It's got bergamot tea leaves. And bergamot just keeps coming up in this particular haul, I guess, because it's a good scent for spring. But this one is really, really nice in small doses. And it's not too harsh or cold because the sage and the bergamot and some sort of like a musky zestiness in there, it just keeps it from being harsh. Really, really good scent. Okay, I got one more bar of the beautiful, like this is one of my favorite florals, and probably, I was going to say licensed bars. This is in my top 3 or 4 licensed bars that Scentsi's ever done with Disney. It's just so good. It's got Forget-Me-Not, Frosted Lemon, and Gardenia or Magnolia. And this is the usual loop for me of which one is it. I think it's Gardenia. Oh, it's so, so pretty without being obnoxiously overbearing. So this is a scent that you should have at least one of in your collection when you're craving an elegant floral. Next one here. I want to get to the more of the new releases last. What else do I have that's not new release? Ooh, Strawberry Bliss. This was part of the Easter collection last year. Now it's in the catalog. I sort of look at this bar askance because I'm not sure if I like it, but I'm going to melt another one. Okay, so this is strawberry with some perfumey jasmine and a little bit of effervescence. All sorts of people last year were super, super excited about this. I really like sugared strawberry, and I still have several in my wax collection. It's not in my club, but I probably should make room for a couple new strawberry things in my life. So I'm going to melt this, and that little bit of floral makes this more springy and elegant. I definitely see that. And sometimes when you revisit a bar that was just sort of thrown at you in a new collection and you have more time to absorb it, I do better. So we will try that. Another one which I do know that I appreciate from the same one was Lemon Lime Fizz. I needed more of this. I have a couple bars, but I'm so glad this is in the catalog. If you guys like the Wish bar that is one of the Disney licensed and you don't have any of that, or you liked any of the more mellow, like sugary lemon scents that Scentsi's put out, but you don't have any, get some Lemon Lime Fizz. This is so good. So it kind of reminds me of Cocoa Lime, just add more lemon. It's a little bit fizzy and sparkly, but it's just a super, super good scent without being assertively lemony in an unnice way. So good. Okay. What else do I have? Ooh, Berry Sweet. I have like a bar and a half between a couple of old gross clams of Berry Sweet. This was a new release, I think, last spring. I love this, and I'm very happy to have it in the cleaning line. This is a happy strawberry smell because there's blueberry in it too, and lots of sugar, and it's uplifting. It's very cheerful. You could probably put this with Sugar Cookie, which you can only get in a Brick and Club, or maybe the Very Vanilla. Something that has a little bit of a bakery note to it, though, would really be good with this if you wanted to sort of make it more of a pie smell. I'm thinking Sugar Cookie with this would be a home run, so I wanted more of that for sure. What else do I have in here that's not the new release bundle? I've got one more Pinkberry Sandalwood because this is a good, pretty much any time of the year, just happy, cuddly scent, good in a bedroom, good in a library, or if it's a rainy, drizzly day, good in the whole house. I know this has cherry, it's got some tonka, it has the sandalwood, it's warm and sweet and earthy and gentle. Really, really nice. So the rest of what I've got here, and I think I'd already pulled out the sweet pea and freesia because I did a double of that. I did a double of Italian Sunshine, which is my new love of loves. I love this scent. We'll be clubbing it at the end of the season for sure. I just adore this. It's got coconut and berries and amber and so much bright, beautiful sunny bergamot. Like I said, bergamot is the note of the haul here. Oh, it's so good. It makes me so happy. So this is one I wanted a good amount of. And then I also got 2 of the sweet lime and peach because I don't think this is popular with most people for the new releases, but it's so good in my house. It's light, it's bright, it's happy. It's got that peach blossom. It has a sweet, zippy lime zest and a little bit of mint. It's really, really happy. I really enjoyed it. Some people said that this smells sort of musty in their house, and that's fine, but for me it is working and I'm looking forward to melting more of that. So I got the bundle, which is available this month, of introducing all the new bars, $52 for the set, and that means, instead of it being $6 a piece, that you're getting a little bit of a discount because it would be $60 rather than $52 if it was just the 6 bars. So Desert Twilight, or you know what I mean, is an interesting one where I want more, and I don't know how much I'll melt this in the spring, but I will melt this in the summer. Saguaro blossom and a really nice earthy clay scent, and then it's either a sandalwood or an ambery type note to go with it. It's really nice. Now, some people have struggled to smell this in their home. It was perfectly fine for me. I just don't think this is something that I typically am going to want in the spring season or in the winter. So be more of a mid to late summer, maybe early fall smell for me. But it's very comforting. I didn't find it dirty. I think some people struggle more with that. Now here is the lightest of the bunch of all the 10 new releases. That is going to be Ocean Shimmer, but it's so pretty. This is a calming scent. Got a little bit of lemon, a little bit of musk, and just a light, oceany, not too salty, but fresh, watery smell. So if you have a headache, if you're overly stressed, if you just need a break from wax, but you have to have a little bit of wax, I think this will be perfect. And there was another one, I don't remember the name of it, but it was another light sea foam type smell several summers ago. We went with that amazing warmer that I love that's all like turquoise tiles. I could not smell that one in my house. This one I can smell, it's just not super strong. So that is Ocean Shimmer. Now we also have Island Bloom, and this is a boomer. I'll be using this in the middle of the summer. I don't know how many bars of this I'm going to go through, but I will enjoy the ones that I do melt. So it's got watermelon, and then all this beautiful creamy lush tropicalness. Oh, so pretty. If you liked Aloha Orchid, you will love this. Just imagine a juicy watermelon on top of all those other notes. So then we have the Wild for Wildflowers. This one, when I melted it the first time, it was okay, but on the right sunny late spring day, I think I will crave it. So it's got yuzu, and it's got wildflowers, and it's mostly a bright sunny scent. And again, when I was doing the party for those ladies this last week, this was a winner. All the lemon scents were winners. A lot of the clean and fresh scents were winners. And this one, they just all gravitated to it. It made them feel uplifted, I think. And that is definitely what this scent does. It's a good performer, not like knock it out of the park, but it was good. Now this one, the Pearlescent Coast, this shocked me just how good it really was when I got the thing in the warmer. This has lotus and some aquatic-y type smells, a little bit of bamboo. It's not harsh, it's not overbearing, it's not going to give you a headache, even though it's got a little bit of bamboo. It's just a beautiful aquatic floral that's appealing. Maybe there's a little bit of peach or something in here. Very nice. Nicer than I thought it would be. This, again, late spring, early summer scent for me, or maybe something I would do in bathrooms or after I was done cleaning. And then last but not least, I am going to do another round of Barefoot Beach. This was the bar when I was doing the warm reviews that shocked me in an odd way. So this smells fabulous on cold, and I'm going to melt it out here in the main space with a couple cubes in a warmer and then put a couple cubes in another room and see what happens. I overloaded my warmers in my bedroom thinking this was not going to be super strong. And I got knocked off of my feet and needed to open the window because it was like this super musky, tropical amber beach smell. So this is supposed to be driftwood, macadamia, and something else that I'm forgetting. Then we're going to try it again, and I will be reporting back to you on my second melt of this particular scent. So that's all the wax. That's all the other things. And I do have three full-size warmers for you. So the other things that were brand new in the catalog, besides what was in my initial home sales kit for the new season, I got all of those with Hostess credits, and I am so excited to open them for you. So that means we've got the Bubble Blue, which I'll be using in my summer decor, the Beehive, and the Farmland, which I don't know whether I'll use that in the spring or the fall, but that is a warmer. It's only 15 watts, the Farmland, that I'm really, really excited about. So let's start with the Bubble Blue because it's the little guy. I have a feeling this is the one I'm going to use the most of these three. And this medium to medium small size of warmer seems to be a newer concept with Scentsy as they are kind of readjusting and trying to find their feet in the return of the owners and all these things where there have been a good number of changes. Some I like, some I don't. This size, ooh, this is a pretty blue, you guys, seems to meet kind of that crossroads of economy as far as cost, but still a beautiful warmer that's in the tradition of all of the really big ones we've had for years. This is going to be a very nice warmer, and I really like the size because it's big enough to be attractive, but not so big that then you have to figure out where you're going to stick it. Oh, pretty, pretty, pretty. Look at that. This will go very well with a lot of the coastal type decor that I like to do in the summertime. I'm very excited about this. Okay, so this has a 20 watt bulb, and I am a fan of a 20 watt warmer as long as the ratio of glass to dish to bulb is appropriate for the amount of wattage we've got, so hopefully this will be good. And then the dish says 4 cubes. Now, if I'm going to be honest with you, I think 3 cubes in this particular dish will throw better because 4, that's going to be all the way at the top, and I don't know that it will be an efficient use of that much wax. So let's plug this guy in. I would really say 2 to 3 cubes in this particular warmer, personally. Let's see what it's like lit up. Very, very pretty. I don't remember what the price is on this. I think it's $35, but don't quote me. 30 or 35. Maybe it's 30. Aw, okay, and I remembered to have the switch for my ring light where I could reach it. Okay, so this guy is almost like a little tiny sconce lamp, like in its size and its little bulb. It's really cute. It's not too bright. I know on camera it looks really bright. But this is pretty. This is the sort of thing where I would put one of these on each end of a very large mantle and add them as auxiliary lighting, decor, and of course scent booster. So I really, really like this. I thought that I would. So the Bubble Blue, I'm pretty sure it's $30. I think it is worth that, especially if you were to do some sort of a party where you could get it half off. This is beautiful. Love the color, love the texture. It's well made. This is super, super cute. Definitely like that one. Okay, so the next one on my list, I think I'm going to do the Beehive next. Now this is going to be more of a full size. I think this one's $45. I wish I'd grabbed the catalog. I'm sorry if my quotes are off for price. It's 40 or 45 here. Okay, so this is the first time I've seen a detail like this. These darling little honeybees that you're going to stick on top of the warmer, surely for whimsy and decor. It's really quite clever. Look how cute these little bees are, and they're gonna, they're gonna fly. And this also appears to be a 20 watt warmer. And the dish is, again, not super large. So as far as efficiency, this one actually says it only holds 2 cubes. Okay, this is really strange. Okay, there's a difference in depth. This one that's going to go in the honeybee or the beehive, only says it holds 2. Whereas this guy, even though it's a 20-watt warmer and it's smaller, it's going to hold 4. I think that's going to be the difference in where the bulb and the dish sit. So let's pull the rest of the body of this beehive out and see if I'm right about that. Okay, so this isn't all that much larger than the bubble blue. I'll tell you, the bubble blue is a better deal as far as efficiency. Oh, this is cute though. And size. All right. So this is the body of the beehive warmer, and sure enough, it looks like a beehive. Super, super cute. And it's a beautiful, warm honey gold. And we're going to put our 20-watt in here. Yeah, I thought this was actually going to be larger than it is. This is interesting. And we're going to plug this guy in. Put our little 2-cube dish in, which is super, super cute. And, it must just be the ratio of the space, because there is not that much difference in how close the bulb is to the dish here. We're going to turn this guy on. Oh, this is pretty. You know what? This looks very different in person as far as bulb glare. What you are seeing on camera is not right. Let me see if this helps. It doesn't really help. Okay, looking at this in person, there is no bulb glare. So this is very unfairly represented. Please do not let that throw you. It does not look like that. It's just a beautiful, warm honey color with the cute little bees. This is so cute, you guys. This is so, so cute. So I'm going to have to take some pictures of these because they're not showing up as nicely on camera as I would like them to. It's just a really pretty, warm, rich, golden honey frosted glass. So this is the beehive, and it is just darling. Super, super, super cute. Okay. Oh, and I should show you the difference in size here. Not a lot. So for the money, this one I think is a better value, in all honesty. But they're both adorable. Okay, last but not least, and this is going to be a 15-watt warmer. This is the Farmland. And I love the farm and fall and sort of rustic style warmers, unless you're talking about like the Antler Lodge or something. I don't get those because they don't go. I don't have that kind of rusticity going on in my home. But I like the ones with the distressing and the texture. So this is a 4-cube warmer dish, even though it's going to be a 15-watt bulb. Here is the top. Now, I just thought the whole weather vane with the little rooster was just stinking cute, and he's a little bit cockeyed there. So there's the lid. The packing. All right. So here is our pair of silos. Now, I already had the Country Living barn. So I definitely wanted to have this also. I'll take out the little, oh, this is so cute. Okay, so core memory. Did any of you have the little Fisher-Price farm? All of you that are in your 40s or maybe a little older, where you had all the animals and you had the farmer, you had the little cart that you could put the horse on. Does this not remind you of a grown-up version of the silo that was on there? Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness, this is so, so cute. And then for whatever reason, my mom decided that Fisher-Price farm made a good bath toy. So I would usually take mine swimming with me, and we would have the best adventures. You know, you thought you were a mermaid, and I'd play with my Little Ponies in the tub and all that stuff. So if any of the rest of you did that when you were a kid, let me know. So we've got our 15 water here. And we're going to put this on. And then we're going to put this on. And my little rooster is sort of crooked. That sort of thing bugs me. Doesn't bug a lot of people, but it bugs me. So we have our imperfectly perfect little tin guy here with even a door that opens. And I got to put this down to undo. There's a little notch in the back to be able to keep the cord straight. And on the glass warmers, either there are feet on the bottom or the bubble blue has a little notch out the back. So I will plug this guy in and we'll see what happens when we light it up. Okay, now this is really, really cute. Let me turn this off. Aww, okay. I do really like this. It's charming. I will definitely have to do a performance review for you all because at 15 watts, It is very close to the dish. The top of the bulb is super, super close to the dish. But with a 4-cube dish, I am very, very curious to see whether this is truly going to perform. Now let me see if I can get this guy to sit up here so you can see relative size. So that, it's not a very heavy warmer, so I don't want to let it go. That is how big that would be in contrast to that. And it is incredibly cute. And it's sort of wonky and distressed on purpose. And that is a type of warmer that I just love. But I don't want it to go sliding off because the cord's going to drag it down. So I think if I was only going to choose one of these warmers based on what I think will be good performance and value, this one's definitely going to win for me in this haul. Although I think that the Beehive and the little farm silo one are super, super cute. And there goes exactly what I was worried about. So this is Elizabeth with Elizabeth's Scenes and Scents. I managed to make a haul last 40 minutes. You guys should be really proud of me. This I will really enjoy staging. This is going to be so cute in the fall. And like I said, I still have the Country Living barn. So we have silos, we've got a barn. I could even do like a late summer with like cows and grass and mossballs and everything. So this appeals to me. I just need to figure out whether or not it's worth the money as far as performance. So I will most definitely be letting you guys know on Instagram. I'll take some photos of all 3 of these and stage them. And then I'll try to throw some wax in this one specifically and put that in the Instagram post. And that's just Elizabeth's Scenes and Scents there too if you want to look for me. So thank you for bearing with me on this long circuitous journey. I'm going to plug the Bubble Blue back in because that is definitely my favorite of all of these. And we will say goodbye with that. Ugh. And when it comes to all the warmers, the Periwinkle Petals is an excellent performer and people are loving it. The Wildflowers, I am loving the Wildflowers as far as price, looks, the way that it performs. That one's making me very happy. And so is this. So, Elizabeth with Elizabeth's Scenes and Scents with my slightly chaotic, little bit wandery kind of a first spring haul from the 2025 Spring Summer Catalog. Have a great day, guys. God bless. Bye-bye.